The Pixel 8 was announced recently at the latest Made by Google event, and it occupies an interesting position next to the Pixel 8 Pro. When you consider weak points of the 8 Pro like the subpar Tensor G3 chip by the benchmarks, lackluster default video quality, or unnecessary temperature sensor, all at the $1,000 price point, you realize those cons of the 8 Pro become advantages of the plain Pixel 8 at its modest $700 price. That, plus the Pixel 8 getting upgrades like an 120Hz screen and 2000 nits max brightness, make the Pixel 8 pretty obviously better value than the 8 Pro. And as always, there's complications from last year's Pixel 7 Pro, with the prices dropping as low as $500 on Amazon and $400 used on eBay. So let's talk Pixel 8 upgrades, and as we make our way through the list, you'll see this phone sits in an interesting position between the Pixel 8 Pro and the Pixel 7 Pro. Getting into things, the Pixel 8 first has a new design that takes on a friendlier, rounder motif by making the corners of the phone more rounded. The aluminum sides follow those edges and sit between the front and back glass, both of which are Gorilla Glass Victus. The back glass is glossy like before, and the metal camera bar that intersects that is matte just like last year's. The pill-shaped camera cutout on the camera bar is a bit bigger than before though. There's new colors this year, and the tint of the camera bar now matches the color of the back glass instead of accenting it. On the front, there's an upgraded 6.2-inch screen with a slightly better screen-to-body ratio than last year by about 0.5%. Much more importantly, the screen maxes out at 120Hz and 2000 nits max brightness, both significant upgrades over the Pixel 7. I think this is where the story of the Pixel 8 being better value than the Pixel 8 Pro starts, as they have the same refresh rate, and even though the Pixel 8 does have a higher max brightness, the 2000 nits of the plain Pixel 8 is still really good. Moving on, the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro both receive the same Tensor G3 chip. I'll first talk about the AI and machine learning capabilities that benefit both phones, then talk about how the performance downsides more so affect the 8 Pro. Google says every major subsystem in the Tensor G3 has been upgraded, leading to improvements like running twice as many machine learning models on device as the first-gen Tensor chip. A few real-world examples of the improved AI capabilities of the Tensor G3 are improvements to voice recognition with Google Assistant, better quality text-to-speech, and a suite of improvements to photos and videos. We already know from the Pixel 7 Pro last year that a Tensor chip pushing 120Hz provides silky smooth day-to-day performance, so it's great to see the Pixel 8 gets this combo for very fast day-to-day usage. There's another side to the Tensor G3 though that has to do with its lack of raw power. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, released in 2021, beats the Tensor G3 in all benchmark scores by a small margin. But that matters less for the Pixel 8 than the Pixel 8 Pro, since again, there's a $300 price difference between these phones. As an illustration of this, the Pixel 8 is $100 cheaper than the iPhone 15, and the Pixel 8 Pro is the same price as the iPhone 15 Pro, but comparing Geekbench scores from the chips in these phones, the iPhone 15 beats the Pixel 8 by about 50%, while the iPhone 15 Pro beats the Pixel 8 Pro by 67%. So you can see the Pixel 8 actually performs better relative to its competition than the Pixel 8 Pro. Let's move on to the cameras, which is where the Pixel 8 lags the most behind the 8 Pro, but also the Pixel 7 Pro is really enticing as an affordable alternative to both. The Pixel 8 has a 50 megapixel main camera and a 12 megapixel 0.5x ultra-wide. The Pixel 7 Pro from last year has two cameras with the same specs I just listed, plus an additional 48 megapixel 5x telephoto. And finally, this year's Pixel 8 Pro has the same main specs for its three cameras as the Pixel 7 Pro, with the exception of a resolution bump to the ultra-wide going from 12 megapixels to 48 megapixels. The main things to know here are the following. The Pixel 8 has great main and ultra-wide cameras, but doesn't have a telephoto lens. The Pixel 7 Pro still has excellent cameras compared to this year's phones, and every camera on the Pixel 8 Pro is technically upgraded over the 7 Pro, but not to an extent that I'd say justifies the price increase. As for front cameras, the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro have a 10.5 megapixel camera with autofocus, while the Pixel 7 Pro does not have autofocus. Pixels in general have a lot of software camera features, so all three Pixels we're talking about will have stuff like night sight, photo unblur, and magic eraser. But at the same time, there are some new features exclusive to the Pixel 8 series like Magic Editor for resizing and repositioning objects in photos plus swapping out backgrounds, best take for switching out individual people's expressions from a burst of group photos, and Audio Magic Eraser for removing individual layers of background noise from videos. Speaking of videos and how Pixels generally have better photo quality than video quality, the Pixel 8 is missing a couple features the 8 Pro does have for making things look better frame by frame. However, I mentioned in my Pixel 8 Pro video that these seem like a software band-aid that can't necessarily fix all the issues with video recording. So overall on the Pixel 8, expect decent to good video quality up to 4K 60 FPS or 4K 30 FPS HDR. Real quick, before the last new Pixel 8 feature, let's cover the prices. A 128GB Pixel 8 is $700 and the 256GB model is $760. Okay, last but not least, honestly one of the biggest announcements from the event, the Pixel 8 series will get 7 years of software support. That's OS upgrades, security updates, and feature drops. That's a huge deal and means the Pixel 8 will run the latest version of Android until 2030. That's unlike the Pixel 7 Pro, which will have the latest version until 2025. This is a good place to wrap things up and summarize where the Pixel 8 sits relative to the other Pixels. Look, a 7 Pro for $200 less than the Pixel 8 is definitely a good deal. You'd get the important things from the Pixel 8 like the 120Hz screen that'd actually be 1440p instead of 1080, plus an additional 5x telephoto camera. But at the same time, this isn't as cut and dried of a decision as, let's say, going for the iPhone 14 Pro over the iPhone 15. In that case, the cheaper 14 Pro would get you twice the screen refresh rate, the same max brightness, the same chip, and the same software support period, all things that don't apply to the Pixel 7 Pro versus Pixel 8 decision. And as we also discussed throughout the video, the Pixel 8 is better value than the Pixel 8 Pro, but that's how Pro phones and the law of diminishing returns work. So, between the Pixel 8, the Pixel 7 Pro, and the Pixel 8 Pro, the decision is ultimately up to you. Let me know what you think, subscribe for more quality tech videos, and I'll see you later.